Hello. Hello and welcome, friends. We are so happy that you can join us. And a warm welcome to anyone who might be here for the first time. It's a blessing for all of us to be able to have this opportunity to meditate together. Today's session will be conducted by our spiritual guide, Sister Nay, who has more than 20 years of experience in this practice. Meditation will be followed by questions and answers. So please feel free to ask questions regarding the spiritual path, on meditation, or spiritual subjects. To ask a question, you can click on the raise hand button below and kindly wait for your turn to speak. And questions can also be posted in the chat. So don't be shy because we encourage everyone to ask questions, okay? But a gentle reminder, please avoid asking questions with regard to our spiritual guide's personal life. And most of you know me, but for those of you who don't, my name is Heather, and I'll be your host. So if you have any questions or you need any support during the meeting, please just message me directly in the chat. And we're excited to announce the upcoming online IMR, which will be a 10-day IMR from April 1st to April 10th. So many of you have already expressed interest, but if you are interested and you haven't already let me know, you can message me in the chat today. You can message me directly on WhatsApp, and there'll be also email shared. Okay, so in the messages today, so you can email me directly too. So and then during meditation, Sister Nay would like us to have our cameras on. If we, for those of you who feel comfortable, she would like to see us, and of course at any time. I think she enjoys seeing us, and we certainly enjoy seeing her. So feel free to turn your cameras on, and over to you, Sister Nay, whenever you're ready.
Okay. So when I'm just waiting, right, and see the video that might create, this drop of the water that fall down. So it remind me of grace. Grace is like a rain that fall down in a very dry ground or in a hot day to make us feel comfortable, to make us feel that we can survive this illusion. So I'm happy for the opportunity that I can continue to do seva, to do spiritual service here. Even, the followers that I have still remain in small group, but I feel that all of you that still here for the years that I perform my seva, I feel that you in this for a long run, for a long term, right? Today, I just received an email from somebody from Australia. We have a brother over there, and he said to me that he followed me since the East Asia time, and then for a while he lose connection because I sharing, I sharing my platform, I sharing my brand name. And then he's so happy. He emailed me and he say, "Oh, I'm so happy that I find you again. Nobody else explain the truth the way you are. You just here to simplify things." He said that I can make the ununderstandable be able to understand, So I'm like, really? Is that the impact that I make for seekers? Then I just feel grateful, for the seva that I perform. And you don't mind, to receive the truth in my favor, in the way that I can express through my human self, through my human style. So within the group today, somebody mentioned about the importance of the seva, spiritual service, because the opportunity to do seva, we can do three things. We can do with our wealth, with our money. It's called money saver. We can do with our body, with labor. It's called body saver. And we can do it with our mind. It's the mental saver, right? All of these carry the same goal, the same purpose for us to work on our surrender. Okay. And I find that nowadays I do all of these three seva constantly, day and night. Why? Because today I went to the Dera in Thailand. I dig the ground, I plant the trees. That's the body seva. I properly sweat, and be in heat. But I'm grateful for the opportunity that I can do. Yes. And all of my wealth, yes, it's go toward the seva. If you have opportunity to visit me in Thailand, whatever I have, whatever asset that I have in my life, I put toward the seva to receive people here. And the mental seva, here I sit here and try to engage with you using my mind at best to talk about spirituality, to talk about the truth, to guide you in this meditation and spiritual practice. So I'm happy that I have this opportunity to surrender myself to the master. Because without master, without somebody that I can surrender myself to, I feel that even all of these seva, spiritual service that I do, it will inflate my ego big time. I'm probably gonna be somebody that have very big ego because I say, hey, I put all of my wealth in this spiritual service. I already invest in this. I already invest my mind in this. I already invest my body, my labor in this. So people have to come and bow down to me. But if I myself do it with the right attitude, do it with right heart and right understanding within this spiritual service, then I benefit greatly from this act of surrender. Okay. I remember I have direct conversation with our beloved master Ishwapuri. I asked him at that time, I have a train trip with him during the year of 2017. So I asked him, Master, in my Buddhism tradition, they said that they can make it themselves toward the self-realization, toward the liberation. They don't need a master in this tradition. Is that true? Is it not true? No. Then he looked at me and then he said that at the last stage that we work on our surrender, we have to give up our ego. And their ego will only be able to surrender to the higher authority, which is the living master, a master in human form who have got realization. So this is the only way, he said. Otherwise, all the method of spiritual practice will inflate, will build up a very strong ego. Okay, so this is the point. And I talked to my friend before yesterday about within the life of Kabir. Okay, correct me if I'm hear it wrong, but I heard the story where Kabir get initiation by second level master. Okay, the master that only go up to the house of the mind and still not be able to close it toward true home. Okay, but after get initiation and practice, he realized, he have realization of the fifth level, meaning he have realization of Sachkhand or true home, and then start to give a perfect spiritual discourse. And then his master realized that Kabir is a Lilite soul. Okay. And then later on, that master bowed down to his disciple, which is Kabir, to say, like, you can teach me more. So if you struggle, if you feel that, I don't know if my master is from the 5th level, is from the 9th level, is from true home or not. And if you still very doubtful, like maybe your master, your spiritual teacher is astral level, from the 1st level, from the 2nd level, only know about the mental stuff, then consider this story of Kabir. Okay. A physical master, meaning you have to have a guru in human form to surrender yourself to do seva, to do spiritual service, to practice surrender, to trim down your ego, to let go of all the results, all of the achievement that you ever have on this spiritual journey. Okay? So because you're not there yet, you're not reached true home, also called 5th level yet, you don't know who is who. But never be ungrateful to your spiritual teacher, even if you find later on that they're not from higher authority, they're not from high level, but it is for you to trim down your ego. Okay? So never look outside for perfection. Always direct yourself, go inside to see that perfection. Then you have it. Okay? Okay, so today we will meditate together silently. Okay? So whatever method that you practice is good, because I have many of my friends from different part, different technique. I'm not here to discuss about the method that bring you to enlightenment, but I'm here to provide connection, the inner connection that will pull you inside and get in touch to your soul, because all of this spiritual practice is to do with the mind. So therefore, to discuss about what is the best method, what is the best meditation practice, is all mental game. Okay, I'm not here for mental game. I'm here to help you to overcome this illusion. Okay, so therefore today we will sit silently together for around 20 minutes. And after these 20 minutes, we can share love and blessing together. Okay, so try your best to withdraw your attention inside, okay? And study yourself, study yourself. Okay, let's now be more relaxed. We will share love and blessing together. You can take deep breathing and observe yourself from the head to the toe. Open your body up in order to receive Master blessing. Observe yourself. If any part of yourself feel uncomfortable, is there any kind of blockages? Just keep open yourself up with the art of conscious breathing, breathing with awareness. Be kind and gentle to yourself. Then from the top of your head, connect with Master Blessing. You can imagine that Master Grace is falling down like rain in the room where you sit. And within this freshness of the rain, this blessing rain, you bring it to feel yourself. Imagine that your body is like a glass, an empty glass. You continue to feel Master blessing inside yourself and keep it flow inside yourself to wash away all negativity, all the aches, pain, unbalance of the mind. You might feel some kind of mental imbalance or emotional imbalance. You can use this blessing direct to those issues and wash away. Feel the freshness of Master blessing, and with gratitude, flow this inside your system, in your physical body, in your emotional body, in your mental body. This is how you use the connection of the soul to keep balance, to empowering your mental, emotional, and physical body. Bring everything into alignment of peace, joy, and happiness. Study the bodily sensation. Feel increased peace. Feel increased the sensation of peace, happiness, bliss, harmony. Using the tools of your body to feel, to open yourself up. And you can imagine you push out the imbalance, the negative force to your hands, your feet. Keep on breathing to trigger the flow of divine power. the flow of grace and master blessing. Purifying yourself. And when you feel already peaceful, joyful, and bliss within your body, expand this feeling into your aura, into your energy field, to the space all around you. Expand the feeling of bliss, joy, happiness, and harmony. Expand this to cover your house, your apartment, your office, wherever you are right now. And you can bring your karmic connection into this space. You can think about your family, your friends, your loved ones, your enemy, your pets, your tree, your plant, your spiritual connection, your brother and sisters on the spiritual in their spiritual family. Bring them into this energy field of love, bliss, and harmony. See that you flow all of this vibration and energy to purify them. Observe the bodily sensation to know how much you can cleanse them, how much you can change them. You might feel more and more light within your body, more bliss. It means that their love, bliss, and harmony that you send out to them is working. This is how you use your bodily tools to measure. Then now we're gonna give love and blessing to all beings, visible and invisible beings on this planet, in this universe, near or far. Expand your consciousness the best you can to reach all the beings. See that everyone enjoying the chance of receiving blessing rain. And then give gratitude, give love and appreciation to all masters who provide this blessing and grace. All master from the past, from the present who currently working right now, and master from the future. Without them, we cannot feel grace, bliss, true happiness, and peace. And once again, give yourself love and blessing. Give yourself a spiritual hug. Appreciate yourself that you show up in this session. May you be healthy. May your life is full of peace and harmony. May you have a gift of wealth that you can provide more and more for spiritual service, to take care of your loved ones. And within this awareness of love and appreciation, slowly come out of your mind. Okay, so hopefully you enjoy this meditation. You know, I'm always grateful for this opportunity, you know, to trim down my ego, of course. Maybe you look at me and think that I know something that you don't. Okay, I know nothing. I already give up all of my spiritual knowledge because I feel that it's no use, you know, it's no use. In my darkest time, the only thing that saved me is the gratitude that I have toward the living master, toward my master. This alone saved me, you know. So I'm not here to discuss the right and the wrong with everyone, but to show you that you have to make use of the spiritual connection that you have. Okay, this is the reason that I keep showing up to this seva, to provide some glimpse of true happiness, true peace, true harmony to all of you. Within this human form, this is precious, precious opportunity that you can experience liberation from the cycle of birth and rebirth here and now. I'm not talking about you will have to experience this liberation, this true peace and happiness at the time of death. I'm here to show you that it is possible to feel peace, absolute harmony in this human form while you're still alive and well and healthy in this body. Okay. So I welcome all the questions if you may have. You can write down in the chat or you can speak up. Okay, this is your chance. Mm. Okay, is there any questions in the chat, Peter? Or just continue to talk for a while? Wait for everyone to come out of that space of peace and happiness.
Yeah, no questions in the chat just yet.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. I feel, you know, every time that we be able to meet like this is a golden opportunity for everyone to have more and more realization of the self, of the true self, beyond this time space, beyond these layers of illusion. Because I myself, along the way, I practiced so hard. I remember from the first master that I have, it has been 20 years that I practice on this part. And I try all the wrong way. You know? And then finally, most recently, I just find the right way to practice. the method that I can practice day and night, 24/7. And I'm willing to share with you if you join intensive meditation retreat online, 10 day in April, because I set the goal where I want to encourage everyone how they can do their meditation at all time, 24/7, and develop themselves in the right way, in practical way, so they can live well and perform their daily routine, and then also be very spiritual too. Okay. In the beginning, when I practice, there's still on and off switch. I still have, an on mode for meditation and off mode from meditation. So in the beginning, when I practice, all of my practice will be that I withdraw the sensation, and out from my body and enter the dream body, into the dream state where I explore different realms of awareness. And then I realize that the more I'm doing that, my body is not well. My health and well-being is running down. And also I disconnect with all the people around me, with all of my family members. They cannot understand me. I cannot understand them. And then I find that maybe there's a link missing. So the totality of awareness must be including the full awareness in human form as well. Otherwise, why we reborn here as human? We can just be in our dream body in astral form and practice meditation and have a result of our true home. Why? We have to take this human form to experience true home that is here and now. And then that's why I reverse my practice. I try to come back to my body more and bring all of that connection that I previously did in my dream body to explore different region in astral region, in causal region, different universe, the multiverse, or even, have a glimpse of a Agam Anami, or the ninth level, or the primal beings. All of this connection that I previously did in my dream body, I bring it down to this human form. But it takes some time because I realize I never purified my human self. The precept that I keep is only the mental precept, just in the mind, not fully in action yet, not fully transform my physical body to have the matching vibration with my dream body. And it takes a lot of retreat that I have to go through to purify myself, to experience countless of suffering within the body in order to undo the layers of ignorance that I previously imposed on myself. And I found that, this is true practice. The practice that I previously done is all imagination. It is all imaginary result. And that I cannot truly help my loved ones, my friends, that they, rely on me. I'm like a pillar of their spiritual community. And I have been lying to myself of that spiritual achievement. And I have been lying to others, but it's not intentional because I was ignorant. I don't know, Then I find, the final step that we have to take is to bring all of this connection back to the physical body, and in one place, in one space, one point, single point, have it here. It means that even, when you in meditation and you drift away in your radiant form within a dream body, you experience, let's say, the experience of Alak Agam Anami, Radhaswami, or the primal being. That's still, it's not something that you can truly have or truly achieve unless you bring it here. And the same vibration, let's say, the same vibration of Radhaswami or the same vibration of primal being is here within your body. And it's transformed you, it's crystallized your body, it's transformed your aura, it's transformed your energy, it's purifying your negative mind, your negative emotion. If you can do that, peace, true home, totality of consciousness is here and now. And I have found, the secret, how it can be done in non-stubborn way, because I already done all the stubborn ways. So I can tell you directly how we can do in practical way and more simple and easy way. Okay, just join the retreat, okay, online, because this is my seva, because I know that we are in this limitation. Most of you cannot travel because I live so far away. I live in a fairyland called Thailand, okay, so far away from all of you, right? So if you cannot come, at least, join the online retreat, because I have set up my intention to sincerely guide all of you, to share all of my technique, all of my mistake. And you can learn from my mistake. You can learn and do it the right way. And you will see that it feels so much better when you can practice and have the real guidance, a practical guidance, the right guidance in your spiritual practice. It will remove a lot of frustration that you feel toward your spiritual practice. Okay. And I believe that we have this setup of recording as well. So you can, if you join, you have privilege of to keep this link of the video, and you can revisit again whenever you want. Okay. Any questions?
More of a logistical question. Lucia just asked about the online retreat. So yes, it's April 1st through the 10th, and it will be at 7 p.m. Thailand time. Okay, each day, and then it's hard to say how long it will last each day. But if people have time constraints or whatever, and they need to come, if they had to leave early, they could. And then it will be recorded each day, and then the recording will be posted as soon as possible each day, so that people will have a chance to watch the recording if they can't attend in person, right? Yeah. And the idea is that, I mean, we know that's, for 10 days, it's a long time, but people have to work and they have to do life, but that you try to, the best you can achieve a kind of retreat environment for yourself. If there's a day when you can be just in retreat, or for the weekend, or, however you can do that best.
Yes, I would expect like commitment for 10 days, but I understand that all of you will have to work, to have a responsibility, right? So we have this recording, right? So if you attend, let's say you'll be able to attend like 5 day out of the 10. But each day, make sure that in your own time, you sit and you meditate with the video that's sent out in each day. So it means that this 10 day, you on the same page. You do your homework every day. Okay. I set up this date because it's supposed to be a Great Master Bandara. So we will have extra blessing of Swansing Bandara. Right? That's why I set it up in the beginning of April. Okay. And plus, on my side, on the 13th of April, that will be Thailand New Year as well. So that's how I celebrate my New Year, knowing that I have done my best to help everyone, even if I die, right, I have no regret. So I feel that that's going to be the time that I enjoy, talking in the deeper stuff, because monthly online meditation like this, we have only limited window of time. So I cannot tell you everything, okay? And then you also cannot share to me your struggle, right? Because it's very short time, for me to spend time here. So hopefully you can make it.
Also,
Okay, any
I would add to that, Nay, is that the recordings are only going to be available to the people participating in the IMR. They won't be posted publicly because also people, could be sharing on more personal levels. So just so you know, and we do have there will be other online IMRs. So if you can't attend, you can attend another one, but these videos will be private.
Mm, okay. Do you have any questions for me?
I have a question. If no one's going to ask, I'll ask a question. Um, so maybe I don't even know if it is a question, but sometimes I find that it becomes unbearable to live in illusion. That this um, separateness. To not see the whole truth and the whole reality. And I do my best, but there's times when it just, gosh, it feels like it's just unbearable to be here in that way. Is there
Mm,
anything you could say about that, or how to live with that?
I can share my experience with you. From time to time, I go through that phase also, that feel like everything is just illusion. Why I make effort in this illusion again, right? And then, that's why I appreciate the spiritual community, spiritual association like this. At least, right? Within this illusion, we can have association of the truth, that keep me going. Because I feel that everything else in my life is mostly pointless. Okay. If it's not pave the way toward my own liberation, toward this my spiritual passion, I feel that a lot of things it just go in circle, and I feel that we waste a lot of time, a lot of attention within this creation. We don't know how many lifetimes we have been here and done that. When you practice a lot, some of your previous incarnation will show to you, like how pointless it is of this human life, this animal life that you have been born. You have been everything. You have been king, queen, beggars, merchants, or teacher, whatever it is. You have been everything. But one thing that you never been yet is the master. the master in physical form, right? Because if you come to the realization of the master fully, you get out. You never come back here. And the reason that you're still here, because you have not reached that realization yet. You had not yet become the master yourself. You waste your life. You waste your incarnation into student mode. You study with no real result. That's why I want to encourage you, be serious, but have the right approach, the right practice on your spiritual passion. And this is how you get out. I'm not promote myself here as the master. I was student like all of you, okay? Multiple lifetime of students. And then I realized, hey, this is the part of the master. This is not the part of students. Let me imitate, copy whatever my master do and try to come to that realization, that master is with me and I can embody that master within me. And when I can do that, I can help many more, right? I'm not saying to you fully that I'm already graduate, I'm on my way as well. Small detail that I still have to perfect. But I can say to you that I just let go of the student, the student role, okay? And now I try to study, okay, how to become the master. And all of you on the same journey too. I asked Ishwaji, I met him in London the last time that we met. It was the year 2019 before he passed away. I told Ishwaji, Master, I have a lot of frustration not to know the full truth. How can I have the totality of consciousness, full awareness of the truth? He looked at me with a cheeky smile and he said, oh, you will have it. Don't worry. He said, continue to do your seva, your spiritual service. Never give up on your seva. Then you have it, he said. Today, I realized, we have to surrender. It's the matter of surrendering. Because the awareness is within us at all time. The awareness of totality of consciousness is within us at all time. But we have these layers of ignorance. Like you have to peel your onion, your cabbage to reach the center. And it depends how much ignorance layers that you impose upon yourself, how much imbalance that you did previously to yourself and to others, it come back to you. And you have to pay the price. Within this spiritual practice, you have to undo these layers. And Master is waiting in the middle, very patiently for you to reach that space, to realize, to have complete surrendering. But before that, you can practice letting go. Let go. Whatever you learn, let go. Whatever you have achieved on this spiritual path, let go. Move to the next lesson, next homework, next, right? You continue to cultivate direct experiences on this spiritual path. And then you become the master yourself. And before I say goodbye to Ishwaji, I said to him, Master, see you in Sachkhand. See you in true home. And I never know that that's gonna be my last meeting with him. But I was thinking that I'm gonna see that true home or meet with the master, in Sachkhand at the time of death. But no, the offer is better. I can have it here and now, right? I can realize that awareness why I am in human form and can be truly happy in my human life. The reason that you still feel unhappy within the illusion because you have not yet realized the truth. Therefore, you hear and feel powerless. But let's say you have full awareness of the truth in this human form. You feel powerful, okay? And you don't mind being here in order to what? Remember, Ishwaji said to me, continue to do seva. Never give up. Whatever people say, whatever happened to you, you continue to do seva. Don't listen to anyone. And his word still become fruit. Okay, it's a gift that he gave to me. And all of you can receive the same gift. You know, we have to practice selflessness. You know, if you can't even give up your money, your wealth, your possession to master, forget it. This is the first step. Okay. The next step will be your body. Okay. Take care of this body, this well-being of the body for the master. You know, do work, do physical work for the master. Go to work in the name of the master. You know, use your labor in a sincere, selfless way. And then it come to your mind, oh, this is so difficult. Because your mind will do everything, anything but devotion, but surrender. No, your mind do not recognize the authority of the soul. The mind never give up on anything, right? Because it's the identity of the mind. The first, the wealth and the body seva is easy. For me, it's easy, right? But the mental seva, right? The mental spiritual service is the most difficult one. And that's what I struggle the most, okay? But I can do it. All of you can do. And within my experience, I can guide you, you know? Because during the time that you try to perform mental seva, you have to be in the association of the truth in human form. You have to have a proper spiritual guide. Otherwise, you go around in circle. You know, the illusion will drag you down again. The reason maybe, Heather, that you still feel frustration, it's just because you still cannot have it right within the mental seva, within the mental spiritual service. You know, it takes some time. It's the question of surrender. It's the question of trim down your ego. And I have been on a long retreat. My recent retreat was 30 days silence retreat. Before I going to this meditation retreat, I set my goal. This time I will destroy my ego for good. You know? But it's not like that. Halfway to the retreat, I realized I'm not meant to destroy my ego that way. You know, ego still have a good use if you have to do spiritual service, okay? Because without your ego, you can't perform, you cannot do anything. You will be lacking of goal, passion, or discipline yourself, you know? So instead of destroy my ego, I realize, okay, let's trim down my ego and make this ego, transform this ego into spiritual ego. Any ego that is healthy for me to work on for my spiritual service. to surrender myself in good way to the master, to make my human self as a good tools in this spiritual service. I keep that. But I make sure that it have to be only good ego that is good for master. It's good for spiritual service. And it doesn't matter if I have ego, I don't have ego, because at the end of the day, I have to give it up to master anyway. So the thought where I want to destroy my ego is still from the ego, you know. It's still that, oh, I misunderstand that within this spiritual achievement, it have to be no ego at all. But it's wrong. You still have to have ego, but it have to be a good, healthy ego, right? Like I dress up for all of you. I put on makeup, you know, and wear white. This is all ego, but this is a good ego because you can appreciate me, right? I can show up and not put on makeup, have a burnt face on, and wrap myself up in a rag. Yes, I can. But you might have problem in my presentation, okay? So this is ego, but I feel that this is a good ego. So you can feel more appeal to me in order for me to pull you in, okay? From this shell, it doesn't matter, right? But the connection is here. So within this, I can use this as a good reason to pull you inside, you know, for you to experience your true self. Even the voice that I speak, even the fact that I learn my English, this is all ego, okay? But this is useful. I make this as the tools to use in this spiritual service. So you have to follow this spiritual part with a living faith, with true wisdom. Otherwise, you cannot reach your goal. You know, we go round and round and round in circle without true guidance. But I cannot say that I'm the best provider of spiritual service here. No, I'm not the best. I'm far from the best. Okay? But some of you might feel connection, might feel that, I like this version of illusion that pull me in. So you can do your shopping. I don't care if you have commitment to me, not have commitment to me. It's fine. It's fine with me because I already be rewarded within the opportunity that I show up to do this spiritual service. I don't care about the result. I don't care if you truly benefit, you know, from this act or not, right? Because this is for you to worry about. So I live my life in the act of completion, okay? I deliver this spiritual connection today. I feel that it's already complete on my part. But this is for you to work on more, to make that completion on your side, okay? In the position of giver, I can put the hand to my heart that this is perfect, right? But you have to do the role of receiver at best as well. But the reason that you cannot be the best receiver, the perfect receiver yet, because you have this veil of ignorance, this curtain of ignorance on. And through these layers of ignorance, you try to look at me. You try to find the truth in whatever I say, or within this form of illusion that speak to you. So it's difficult. So whatever you hear right now, without have realization of the full truth, with this well of ignorance on, it's still distorted truth. It's not the full truth. That's why I expect, the complaint, gossip, whatever, because you don't know, you have no idea. It's almost like I talk about how birds fly to all of fishes that will never know what air it is, what is air look like, what is flying all about. They only know how to swim, okay? But I try my best. Sometimes I feel that it's funny, it's just very funny that I try to use this words in illusion, the form in illusion to talk about the truth. But it's still good because you have some glimpse of it, some glimpse of it. Then it's enough for you, right? To work on, to continue to work on, because you have hope. I'm not here to share any knowledge, but to encourage you to share some hope that somebody like me, still young, I'm not even like native English speaker, can learn from the master. And then I meet with my master only 5 times in total of 5 hours, but I can make it. Most of you can make it, okay? Using my example. Yeah. You have any questions?
Well, I think that we all have the perfect setup. We've been given the perfect setup, and we just have to keep surrendering and I already know what some of my personal stuff is to work on, so it's good. But I just I guess it's that
It's
longing for
it's
it.
just like I said, sometimes you just feel powerless.
Yeah.
That's why you feel bitter, in this illusion. You feel miserable in this illusion. So bring awareness to yourself and say, hey, I can be powerful. My master is the greatest in the whole universe. It's the most powerful within this whole universe. He himself is the creator, right? Then more and more you will feel like, okay, you can regain your power back, right?
Yeah.
The reason that we use this spirituality as an escape is because we weak, we feel powerless, we feel that we cannot deal with this illusion. But the illusion is good, because this illusion, if you use the illusion as this is reflection of your ignorance, and you look at everything as, oh, this is my homework, or the illusion show me that I have to undo this issue, undo that issue. Study and continue to let go, undo yourself, undo these ignorance layers. Then this illusion is good for you, right? Because countless of souls come here within this world of illusion in order to graduate, okay? So you can blame the illusion, or you can use the illusion in the beneficial of your own spiritual achievement, right?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Stephanie, have your hand raised.
Yes, thank you for having these meditation times with us. And I really appreciate it. And I always learn something. And I'm still working with connecting, the meditation with the, let's say, real life. And I was just wondering, when I meditate, I still go into that. It's almost like my brain is on another channel. And then for me to come out of it, like I have to get ready to go to work, I can do it and I will snap out of it eventually, but it's like I just like to sit here, and continue being in that ocean of love. And so maybe just some practical advice how to then still feel that ocean of love when I'm out in the world and I'm going outward, talking to people. And then sometimes hours pass and then I remember the master. Or maybe the master, I know the master's there all the time, but I would love to have this feeling with me 24/7. And I have not been able to get there. That's the mind.
So you register for the IMR, right? I can teach
Yes.
you more in practical way there, but here I can give advice. So I feel that you're lacking of the bridge between like your spiritual self in meditation mode, to link it back to your human life, to your daily routine and your daily responsibility. So you can use two things. Breathing, okay? Because everything is constant within the flow of the divine power. And the breath is like a physical form of the flow, of that flow of divine power, of master power. For me, I using like that. And another thing is gratitude, okay? Because within the meditation, when you try to undo heavy layers and you come to this energy of bliss, right? You can carry on, be grateful. So within the gratitude, you carry it out from the meditation, and during the day, always visit that in the back of your mind. You have to always feel blissful, grateful, right? Within this is like a bridge between worldly mode and spiritual mode, worry mode and spiritual mode. So in the beginning, I have to do it a lot. But when you already train your habit and undo a lot of ignorance layers, like peel your onion. If you already peel your onion until halfway, that's when you will start to be able to automate your spiritual practice. Okay? So that way, it's going to be more and more easy for you. But in the beginning, you will face the struggle because the old habit will always come back, right? And this old habit follow you from lifetime to lifetime. It's not only now. If it's your deep habit, it means that you already done it multiple times over until it become your personality, until it become imprint in your mind and emotions. Okay? So it means that you have to work hard using this bridge, like I said, the breath and gratitude. Okay, if you not buy into the method of breathing, you like to meditate on sound or whatever, use gratitude because it's always work. Because you have to be grateful anyway of whatever you have, whatever you receive from master.
Yes, thank you. And I just realized that there's a strong emotion behind it, and it's that feeling of separation. And I've had a lot of feeling of separation because I live in another country where my birth family lives. And so it's always been hello and goodbye. And that is that feeling. I feel like I'm in this blissful state and then I have to leave it, to do the next thing. And so I feel like, yeah, that's correct. It's that emotion that's deep within about that separation, from the love, from the source.
Yes, but because your mind and your attention now is still very much in the time and space. One day, Stephanie, when you transcend this, you will realize that there's no time, there's no space, there's no hello or goodbye. We always together, we always one and the same, okay? But you have to remove all these layers of separation, ignorance, you know, until you realize that it's all illusion. Until that you don't feel anymore that there's others, there's only you in this creation. And that you is who? Is the master. Not even the identity that you in right now. Okay? So when you only have master, or you in this creation, right? Then there's no time and space and nobody to respond to. It's strange for me to say that, but I would just see everyone and everything as the manifestation of the one, because I can feel the same love from everything. Even the people who hate me, right? The people who tell bad stuff about me, that's still expression of love. They feel concerned, that's why they say, right? So it's like, they pinpoint to me that I have to correct myself more. I have to do homework in that issue, right? Everything is expression of the one, which is the expression of love, even in this separation, you know. But come to that, realization need practical approach. I believe all of you, you know, in mental sphere, right? In your mind, you understand what I say, but you not reach that state yet. You don't realize that state yet. That's when practice come in. You have to practice. You have to come back here to this body and bring all connection here. And there will be no separation at all because it's in one point. If you can have spiritual service as like one-stop service here within yourself, you don't feel that you're lacking of anything and you don't look outside. Your attention is always be inside, and the sense of completion will continue to come, and the sense of contentment, it will always be there, you know. But in between, just work. I give you some encouragement. You cannot come to see me yet, but it doesn't matter. Continue to work, right? You have some glimpse. It's better than you don't see anything. You don't know anything. Okay. Yeah. Anybody?
There's a few comments in the chat. Well, Rohit wants to know, what is your homework until the IMR?
I want you to consider this, right? Let go of your dream body and then bring all the spiritual connection to this human self. I don't mean that physical body, but the human being. This human being is the point that all awareness can gather in one place, or the consciousness can gather in one place. So try to explore this, okay? Try to question about this, explore this. And yeah, then I can tell you more how you can collect all the consciousness that has been scattered to one place, you know? Yeah.
Very good. And Athena says, beautiful offering of love, and we receive this with great joy and appreciation, Sister Nay. Hugs and smiles, Athena.
And I believe that Katie attend today, right?
Let's see, Katie.
Yeah, just reach out to me after meditation, okay? I have something to tell you.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
No,
nothing else?
nothing else in the chat.
Okay, then you can close the session, Heather.
Okay, great.
Mm.
I have a couple more announcements to make. So I already posted in the chat, just any of the links for reference, okay? And should you have any further questions for Sister Nay, or you can feel free to write in directly via email to love@onetruthlove.com, or you can also email me at seva@breathingconnections.com. And Sister Nay will be offering online meditations on some months, which will be announced through email and WhatsApp the week before the event. And our One Truth, One Love WhatsApp group is a great way to stay connected and spiritually inspired on a daily basis. And information for upcoming retreats, and there's also past videos, can be found at our website, onetruthlove.com. And we also have in-person IMR dates for 2025 at the Chiang Rai Center, August 25th through the 31st, and November 24th through the 30th. Space is limited, so be sure to register, if you're interested in attending. I don't know that the registration is set up on the website, so you can email me or email Nay if you're interested. And especially if you're interested in staying at the center, you want to, register as soon as possible. And again, the dates for the 10-day online IMR are April 1st through the 10th. And, our mission is to offer meditation support and programs both online and in person freely to all who seek them. And our center in Chiang Rai, Thailand, warmly welcomes everyone to visit and spend time with Sister Nay and her family, with no fees ever charged for our events, workshops, or gatherings. But if you ever feel inspired to support us, your donations are received with deep gratitude, and contributions through Seva, money contributions through Seva is a meaningful way to share love and devotion as well. And every donation helps to sustain our Thailand centers and our Dara project. And maybe before we go to Nay, you can tell us what's happening at the Dara, okay? And you can donate easily via our website or find the link directly in the chat. I'll post that again. And thank you, Sister Nay, for your love and your guidance and your friendship, and for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. It's an incredible support to us all. Thank you.
Okay, about the Dara in Chiang Rai, Thailand, right? Because my father support me on this Seva because he feel that his daughter will only live this way, to be a spiritual teacher until she die. So he donate his piece of land, which used to be a right field, okay, to build the Dara. So we level the land from the right field around 2 years ago, and we plant some of the trees. And some of you like Heather, Mike, Randy, helped me to plant the first set of everything there. And now every tree now is come to like double of or triple of human height. So I'm now developed to be like garden, because the air there is very good, and we surround by mountain, and the tree side of our land is also a small creek or river. Okay, so I feel that next time that I do like in-person meditation retreat, I want to bring everyone to go there and experience to meditate in an open air, in nature, right? To experience more. So I and my father now try to develop the sitting space, meaning some roof space built with the natural material, with straw and wood. and also some sitting area, which I will need support for the whole year, okay? But not big money, small money. Whatever you have, you share with me, and I can convert into a good use within this project. And I have something physical to share to you. Wait, where is it? So this is the jasmine from the Dara, okay? So we start to have some harvest now. We have our mango, we have jasmine, we have a lot of things there. So I'm very, very proud. So they like our babies, okay? Because trees that we plant in the Dara, they mark to come back as you and me, spiritual practitioner in human form. So I'm so proud that all the beings, they are part of this project, including all the animal or the insect, even this jasmine will just become human next incarnation and come back as Sasangi, future Sasangi. So appreciate with all of your help, because you might not see what I see yet of the vision that I see, but this will benefit you, me, everyone, all the beings that get involved in this project. Okay. So see you next time. See some of you in the IMR, and see all of you in the next monthly meditation session. Okay. And thank you for the Seva, Mike, and Heather, and everyone that support me here. Okay.
Thank you, Sister Nay.
Have a
Thank you,
good day.
Nay.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.